Mountain Men and the Pony Express. Mountain men were explorers, fur trappers, army personnel, land surveyors, and trail makers that lived in the West. These guys opened all the western states like California and Oregon and made it possible for American citizens to move there. Mountain men faced many dangers daily. These guys lived in the wild and they had to fight off dehydration, starvation, burning heat, freezing cold, wildfires, and tons of snow. Indians and wild animals were also daily threats they faced. Mountain men usually wore some kind of buckskin trousers, so deer pants. If they didn't wear trousers, they might have worn leggings and a breechclout. You can see an image of those on the left. In some depictions, mountain men are wearing pants made out of blue fabric, which we can assume are blue jeans, as we know today. Mountain men trapped many animals, including beaver, elk, otter, deer, wildcats. Well, you get the picture. They also trapped smaller animals like muskrats, rabbits, and fish to eat. Wolves and wolverines were also caught, but they weren't as common and they weren't expecting to catch them. The beaver pelt was the most expensive out of all of these catches. Here are some of the most famous mountain men: Jedediah Smith, Jim Bridger, Kit Carson, James Beckworth, and John Coulter. These men were the face of the Mountain Men Party and were very influential in getting the Mountain Men whole idea off the ground. These men also organized a annual Mountain Men retreat sort of meeting where all the mountain men would come and meet at a rendezvous point and have a convention to share their stories and tales. The Pony Express. The Pony Express is a delivery service for any type of mail. It ran from St. Joseph, Missouri to Sacramento, California, using relays of horses and riders. The Pony Express did not run for a long time. It started on April 3rd, 1860, and ended service on October 24th, 1861. It ended because the much cheaper and much faster telegraph system was invented. In the year 1869, the Pony Express was featured on a U.S. postage stamp on your top left corner. Before, only George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, and Andrew Jackson were printed on the stamps. The stamps on the bottom left were used by the Pony Express while it was in service. Here are some of the most famous Pony Express riders and some of their accomplishments. Johnny Fry and Billy Richardson. Both of them have been credited with delivering the first mail by the Pony Express. It's not clear who that actually was, though, because various newspapers from St. Joseph, Missouri reported different things. Another Pony Express rider was Robert Alzum. He rode 120 miles in 8 hours and 20 minutes to deliver the news of Lincoln's presidential election win. What I forgot to mention on this part is that he actually was involved in an Indian raid, and he was shot in the mouth and had 3 teeth knocked out and still continued to ride. Who were the mountain men? Trappers, traders, surveyors, frontiersmen, and army personnel. When did the mountain men exist from? 1810 to 1880. What dangers did mountain men face? Indians, wild animals, weather, starvation, and dehydration. How long was the Pony Express in service for? 18 months. Where did the Pony Express start and end? It started in St. Joseph, Missouri, ended in Sacramento, California. What was the Pony Express featured on and in what year? The U.S. postage stamp, 1869.